Is this first main event in UFC, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the
That mean
first.
anything? That any signify anything that you've reached a level where they're actually building cards around you now? Does that mean anything?
Yes and no at the same time. It's like, yeah, of course, it makes me happy when I'm looking back to and seeing like everything I have achieved in the sport, and from where I start to where I am right now. But my main goal, it's always to be the number one. So before that, it's like I did not achieve what really I want to achieve. But
Right.
this is the way I have to pass to
Right.
go where I want to go.
Right. I guess naturally, on your way to number one, you will of course be main eventing fights. So you are in the rankings, Ilya. You are 9. Josh is 5. So clearly a potential to make a fairly big jump here. Is that how you're seeing this? That you go in there, you win this fight, and then you take his ranking, and you are then in the top 5 in the 145-pound division?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put him to sleep. I'm gonna finish him, and after that, I'm the next guy to fight for the championship belt. There is no one in front of me who deserves more than me fighting for that belt.
Right. Of course, you would be 14-0 at that point if you were to finish him. Then you would have had all but one finish. Uh, has the UFC said anything to you, Ilya? Have they given you assurances that could happen? You win and then title shot.
Yeah, there were some conversations I had with my managers that they told me that after this fight, I'm the guy in the line. So yeah,
You
I
are
know that I'm gonna have like a great performance, and everyone is going to see that I deserve this fight, not because of anything, because of my performance.
right, and anybody who has watched you, it's always a fun fight. There's always a lot of action. Um, you are a pretty sizable favorite. I just looked at the odds. Heavy favorite, more than 3-1. Is that how you feel that this should be? Even though Josh is ranked higher than you, and obviously he's been around for a bit longer.
Like he's ranked more higher than me because he never faced me. Once he gonna face me, he will be in the backstage.
How do you think a fight, if we can look forward a little bit after this weekend, how would a fight between you and Alex Volkanovski look? It would be an exciting fight, I think, from a fan standpoint. What would that fight look like?
Exactly the same. I'm gonna finish him in the first round. I'm telling you, and you all are going to see that no one can match my level of skill inside the cage. I prove it, and I'm gonna prove it this Saturday once again. And when I'm gonna face Volkanovski, I'm gonna prove it once again.
Some people would say they'd say, "Hey, he is the best pound for pound fighter in the entire UFC." What would you say to that?
Mm, I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe not.
Yep. Hey, I guess we'll find out too, right? I mean, that's why fans watch. What do you, Ilya? Obviously, you and Patty has gotten a lot of attention. You done with him? Or you've just focused on
Uh,
your division, or do you
I
still?
don't. I don't care about him. It's like he's not even ranked, right?
No, not ranked,
So no.
and not in different division, right? I don't know that he could make 145.
Mm, if the UFC offer me to fight with him, maybe in the future, because right now I'm really focused on my goal, which is to
Yeah.
become featherweight world champion. So one day, if he gets like some wins, of course I'm gonna move up to 155. I can fight with him in 170. I didn't have any problem. I'm way better than him. I don't care about the weight class. We can fight at the hotel's lobby if he wants.
How about fighting on ABC? That's pretty cool, right? I mean, you talk about having a big audience. It doesn't get much bigger than network television.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. National television, and it's I've headlined on Fox 40 or Fox before,
Yeah.
big pay-per-view events, ESPN simulcast during the pandemic. So now I got to check off ABC. And yeah, no, it's a big accomplishment, but to me, it's just another fight. I don't care if I'm fighting in front of nobody or I'm fighting in front of millions or billions of people. A fight's a fight. Once they say fight, I'm locked in on my opponent and
Right.
whatever it takes to get my hand raised.
You've talked so much in the past about, hey, look, I've won 5 in a row. I'm beating these big time, really talented fighters, and I'm still not getting the level of respect that I deserve. Does this indicate that you are now, Josh? That you are, hey, ABC, you're the headliner, or do you believe still you're not getting the credit that you deserve?
No, it is. I'm ranked fifth in the world. I fought for an interim title. I'm trying to get back there. I still, that's the number one goal of mine. But I have to beat a tough and dangerous Ilia on the 24th first. Otherwise, all this means it means nothing to me
Right.
and to my future plans and goals that I want to accomplish. I have to get past him before I kind of cross that road. But yeah, it's just. I have to go behind me and fight another tough
Yeah.
opponent that they're trying to build up. And whether you want to call me a gatekeeper, I feel like this is what I was doing before I fought Yair.
Right.
I was always fighting these guys that are the next champ, the next big thing, the person on this crazy win streak, and then I go spoil the plan.
Right.
And
You've done that a lot.
that's exactly what I'm aiming to do on
Yeah.
the fourth again.
Absolutely. Yeah, talk to me about your mindset. You went so far and you got so close. The thought of having to sort of claw your way back, is that exhausting to you? Are you excited about it? Like, what is the mindset for you, Josh, as you now mount a second run at this belt?
Yeah, it's just the process. I just have to kind of deal with it and I want to be a world champion so bad. Like people
Yeah.
don't understand how bad I want it. So it's I got right there. It wasn't my night. It just didn't work out for me. Do I wish I could have fought Yair in Vegas on March 4th? 100%. Just because I wouldn't have had to travel, across the entire world. That was the furthest place I could fly in the world from Sacramento. 19-hour time change, climate change,
Oh,
everything about it. It's just that's why I want to fight local. I want to fight in the States and just Vegas for here on out, and especially big fights. But yeah, I I kind of had some time to like kind of break it down and like really, I don't know, it was tough. It's the
yeah.
biggest part of my life, and I performed like shit. The performance is a big F I give it, and I just have to I have to just I have to get back in there, and people have short minds and
Yeah.
in MMA. So I get a big win, make a big statement, put Ilya away on the 24th. People will forget about that, and then
Yeah.
I'm still ranked fifth. So my next
Right.
fight, you never know with the UFC, the state of the division, who's injured, who's so yeah, I have to beat him, and then I feel like I can be one fight away or one win away for fighting
Right.
for the title again.
When you sort of envision how it unfolds, is there a certain way you see the fight going? Is it something that you see? Is it an early stoppage? How does it unfold in your mind?
I'm really prepared forever or for whatever, but it's yeah, I feel like I could put him away in one round. But also if it takes 5 rounds, I'm prepared for that. I'm prepared for 6 hard rounds of war. Um, you know,
6.
6. I'm prepared for 6. You know what I mean? And there's only possibly 5 at the
Right.
max. So it's like, yeah, no, I can do it in the first round, 1 through 5.
Yeah.
You never know. Like I give him the most utmost respect just because he is good, and I've watched a lot of film on him, and I see what he's done to other opponents. But it's also we have very different styles of the opponents that he's beating compared to my style. So there's only one way to find out, and we're going to find out on June 24th.